Hi everyone, it's Crusail,
And this is Riley. How y'all doing? Oh!
and we are back in the middle of a fight.
I'm just as
Roche
fast
is-
as I ever was.
Alright.
Roche is my boy.
Oh!
I
Thanks
can
for
throw
that.
some Mega Elixir on you. Are you kidding me?
Let's get this over with.
What a polite man. Oh, we just duking it out, aren't we? Oh, he's doing something.
Ow.
Ooh, artful dodge.
Okay, you were telling me off camera about the counter.
So
how
the
many
thing about it
counters-
is you don't reactively counter. You have to counter before they start attack. You have to block before they start attacking.
Makes sense.
Anytime now.
Ow.
Shit.
Oof.
Let's do this.
So now you're there you go. And now he's gonna be confused and knocked off balance.
There we go.
So now we go into stage 2.
I told you we were gonna push it past the red line. Get ready. Open up the throttle.
Ooh. You wanna assess him, check out his stats? Ow!
Too bad.
Thank you.
Oh!
Alright, weak to fire.
Ah.
Once again, weak to fire. Dang it.
Weak to fire. Ah, I knew it! He's a third-class soldier.
Ah.
Which, admittedly, you are kind of just spanking him right now, so this kind of does line up with you with Cloud being first class.
Wonderful gift you've given to me.
Ooh, watch out! I think he's about to unleash hell.
No holding back. Company. All good. In the blink of an eye.
Oh, he's gonna get staggered.
Finish it.
Use your limit break. This will be huge.
Cross slash, baby. Way to finish off
Massive
the
damage.
fight. Oh, yes, yes.
Oh boy.
Thank you. Well,
Just
thank you for
gentle
the tip about the
applause.
Counter-Strike.
Doesn't that fight feel so nice doing
It
that
does.
countering thing?
Yes, it does.
With
Especially on his
such
EI thrust.
pleasure? Hardly.
Dude, we get it. You have a hard-on for battle.
There are higher heights to which you and I can still soar.
Oh, the fact that he looked down when he said that.
Yeah, he's got a very certain kind of mannerism, which often is associated with some things.
Yeah.
Flowery language.
Okay, boys. Give it
They might be
Innuendo.
trying to say something. They might not be trying to say something. All I know is I love the character.
Agreed. Okay. Man, this is just... We're not catching it. Uh-oh.
But then also here, this is where it really goes to show. This is what a third-class soldier is.
Jeez.
Like, clearly he can still kick ass.
Yeah.
He is still ready to fight.
Okay, the fact that he just did a rondo kick using a motorcycle, that was incredible.
Yeah.
I'll see you on the road, my friend.
And now he's like, "'Cause I'm crazy, I'm gonna let you go and save you from all these Shinra dudes." While doing kickflips on my bike, which isn't a
Seriously.
thing.
Which doesn't even seem to have any suspension on it.
Man must have balls of steel.
And that thing has a horrible targeting system.
I mean, it doesn't really have any visual visual guide to target at all, so makes sense. You can't really target for anything. How are we gonna get out of this, though?
Let's go. Right.
Very good luck. Can I assess this one? Because I didn't get to assess last time.
Oh.
Ooh, chains.
Uh-oh. Wedge, you absolute fool!
All you can.
There's still like 4 of them.
Oh, who are these guys?
Stand down.
No, they kind of look like XCOM.
Shouldn't be here. Glad yours is.
Wow, Avalanche is bigger than I thought.
Come here.
Mm-hmm. Our group is just a tiny little splinter cell of the larger group, Avalanche.
Huh.
Wedge will be fine,
We were...
but you
Barrett
will
was
be
pretty much
first
kicked
on
out
that
because he is too extreme.
And who
Gotcha.
are they? First guests to the party, another Avalanche cell. Our holier-than-thou friends from the old guard. It's always their way or the highway. Lately, they've been a real pain in the ass. Till now. So then why are they here?
Well, I have another chance to
We've
assess
been on
those
the outs
guys.
ever since our cell got labeled
Yeah,
too
you'll
strong.
see
They're
sweepers
the ones running
for
around with mil-spec gear.
many more times.
They've
Good
got
to
a
know.
deal with Wu-Tai. Promised them all the materia in Midgar, apparently. Think there's any truth to that? You tell me.
Wu-Tai's where Red 13's from, right?
I think we're the only ones who
Oh, no,
really-
no, that's where Yuffie's from.
Correct, that's where Yuffie's from. It's the, like, Japan
Okay.
sort of
Mission complete.
styled place.
Let's make our way
Right.
back to the lot. Right.
Blue and red blinking lights is usually a sign of the police, and I don't think we want to be dealing with them.
More crowded now. Security.
Not really many places to go, unfortunately.
True.
So,
Although at the same time, all of that Avalanche cell just came in through that door, so maybe the police are the Avalanche?
Maybe.
In which case, why are we dodging?
Mm.
You made it! Over here!
Oh hey Jesse, no big deal, we just killed like 70 guys.
Yep.
Could you have been any louder? I mean, it made my job a lot easier, but... Wait, where's Wedge? Wedge! That was close.
We'll go get him. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Did the rest of Avalanche just dump him in front of us?
I guess, yeah.
Come on.
Huh.
Not my finest hour.
He took a chain shot for us. That was a pretty fine hour, dude.
Oh, shot! Really?
Are we seriously doing this here? That's...
Just dropping trow.
You guys are the worst.
Your ass is fine. Maybe singed, but the only casualty is your underwear. This is like a bruise or a mild burn at worst.
Don't hit him on it!
Now that was a gunshot.
Is that a smile I spy? Hmm?
It's not safe here. We should go.
He's finding friends.
Copy that.
Look at that pouty boy walking away.
Yeah. Big softy underneath.
So, how do we get back to the slums?
With a little trick I've been dying to try out.
What trick is she gonna be doing?
By the way, don't tell me that the way to get Bahamut is to actually get the trophy to on that biking thing, right?
Man, I can't believe HQ
I didn't want to tell you.
Oh, dude.
That's not how you get Bahamut. Oh, that would be incredibly cruel if you had to get every trophy to get Bahamut.
Ugh.
As far as I know, there's nothing is gated behind getting any trophies.
Alright, Granny with the broom. I like it.
Yeah. She's ready to take care of some Avalanche.
Mm.
Right. This is it. Through here and we're home free.
Where exactly are we going?
When we get there, you'll know. Now that I've got my blast.
Uh-oh.
Wow, apparently Granny was in the military.
Apparently.
She took out some Wu-Tai soldiers back then. Huh?
Was just saying how we hope to come back and try the Midgard special next time.
Really?
Fellas, you can't say that. You can't tell her that.
Sure did. He wants a whole pie to himself. Isn't that right? That's right.
Really? Well, okay then. Maybe I'll lend Mom a hand next time too.
That'd be awesome.
Super duper awesome.
Yeah, way to drop the ball on that one, Cloud.
Ooh, materia.
Hello,
I'm gonna guess cleansing.
Revival materia.
Revival. You should equip that because that takes freaking forever to level up.
Will do. Materia. Huh. 314 out of 1,000. Jeez, Pete's.
Oh, just wait till you see revive.
I guess I should get rid of cleansing.
I would actually keep cleansing on, because... Actually, no, you can get rid of that for now.
Okay. Jeez, you weren't kidding.
Yeah, it takes a long time. Just
Yikes.
try to make sure you keep it on forever. That way it
Ew.
has a chance at leveling up.
Before the end of the game?
Yeah. And if you want to get Bahamut, you have to level up Revival.
Around here. Bingo. I half figured my dad got it wrong, but nope. They're here just like he said.
Wow.
Ooh.
Her plan back
What do you mean half?
was something that her dad
Pretty
told
good
her
odds, if you
about
ask me.
back before he fell into his coma.
Hmm.
Either they don't change things very often, or that was a very poor
I
chance.
really appreciate you coming all this way with me. And like I said before, I'd be grateful if you kept this between us until after the mission. I don't want to complicate things.
Sure. Okay, who's ready to fly?
Me?
Hey, Cloud, you let him down gently, all right?
Wait, I almost forgot. One more thing.
Whoa!
Stop it!
Lady,
What the hell are you trying to...
what are you doing?
Easy, you'll make us fall.
Not if you do first.
What are you trying to do?
Swing by my place after, so I can pay you in full.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Innuendo.
But then followed up with a fist bump.
No!
Wait! Give me a minute.
No.
Why are you
Wait, bro.
Between Cloud's Buster Sword and, yeah. I feel like we got the heavier load for that parachute to bear.
Yeah, but you know what? At the same time, we're a soldier. We probably know how to use parachutes better.
True. I thought there was going to be a mini game where we had to wait until the last second to deploy the parachute, like a game of chicken.
That would
Oh.
be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought Cloud was holding his butt for a
Could've
second.
done more. Just got hurt.
You did enough.
I'm more wondering how in the world... What is putting pressure on your butt right now to make it hurt more? We're floating through the air.
Feels like we're flying high these days.
Now, more than ever.
Oh, if only they knew what was going to happen in the next few
He's a
days for
keeper,
them.
all right.
I don't know if I would wish that on them.
The world!
Nah, I wouldn't.
I feel like knowing the future of what's gonna happen when you're someone who's trying to save everyone like that, like they are, that might be the worst fate to have.
Yeah. Yeah, that fight with Roche was awesome, and it also gave me some more insight on how to counter properly because I've been doing that all wrong. I thought pressing triangle was how you did it, like
Nah,
switching back
that's-
into regular mode.
That's just how you swap back and forth between the modes.
I'll head
I mean,
over
and
to
also,
my
I guess, dodging
I'm
when
already
you're
a
in
little
the
sore.
It's cool. We'll go together.
dodging when you're in the heavy attack mode will also break you out.
Cut that out.
This way.
And I think casting spells breaks you out of it too.
Jesse and Biggs
Interesting.
made it back safe.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I guess.
Cool if we check on
Ah,
them?
we landed here.
We've got
Okay.
other places anyway.
Sure.
I like they actually animated limp for him. Oh, hey. Did we complete any missions for him?
I don't think so. I think you're close on both of them. I believe you probably need to earn one more ATB gauge while attacking a staggered enemy, and maybe staggering a couple more
Yeah,
enemies.
Got customers lining up around the block to get their hands on big old swords like you.
Ooh.
Nope. Man, I was hoping that there'd be a new weapon for somebody. Guess it's not going to be that easy.
Yeah, we got a little while, I think, before the next weapon shows up.
Well, this is Big's place. I guess he hasn't made it home yet.
Guess not.
Huh.
Hope he isn't worst casing it again. He's got a habit of overthinking.
Biggs hasn't made it home. I
worried
wonder
about
what's
all
happening.
the possible outcomes till his head hurts.
Wouldn't have guessed.
And when he worries, I worry. Anyway, let's head on over to Jesse's.
I'm trying to place who plays Wedge, because I recognize his voice. I just can't place it.
I stayed up all night thinking about
I don't know.
This is where Jesse lives. Men are not allowed inside. Lots of pretty girls trying to make it big on stage live here. So don't hang around or they might get the wrong idea.
Huh.
I'm telling you this for your own good, Cloud. People around here love to
Somebody named
You know about
Matt
Jesse and
Jones.
gossip. Nah, it's all good.
Matt
They
Jones.
think she's
What
an
else has he?
actress.
What other has he? What other roles has he had?
Think, bro. It's all a game to her. Don't fall for
Trying to
it.
see what major things he's been in. He's
Loves
been in a
the
bunch
stage and
of
loves to play.
TV series for like a couple episodes here and there. Ah,
I'm gonna try to find some wiggle room.
Hey, it's Mr. Floofercat.
he was in. Played a couple different people in Adventure Time.
Here, Bigums,
Oh.
Reggie, Smalls. Brought a new friend to meet you.
Man, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to recognize that voice.
Ah.
Who is he in
Okay.
Adventure Time?
He also was Badger in Breaking Bad.
Sorry about your ass.
Oh,
I thought I recognized the picture of
It's
him.
kind of weird when you call me.
bless you.
Hey, don't be
Excuse me.
scared.
He was a
Down
King
is a
Huge,
big
Mountain Man, Marauder number 5.
It's okay.
And it looks like he had a couple other small roles, possibly not credited
Aw, I missed you
in Adventure
too.
Time.
Oh, Bigums, acting so tough.
I think he's one of those actors that's in a million things, but isn't like the standout guy in anything.
Right. Because his voice is very iconic. I swear it must be from Adventure Time.
Well, if it isn't Cloud Strife, was
I
wondering
recognize
when
his
you'd
voice.
show up. Without further ado, here you are.
Ooh, more materia.
Hey,
Thanks for
hey,
stepping up,
thank you.
Merc. And
Barrier
now
materia,
for the
I like
cherry
it.
on top.
Okay, I get it. Mind letting me breathe?
Depends. Mind coming over tomorrow night? My roommates should all be out for a while.
Are you seriously that desperate? Just let go already.
Thank you, Cloud. We were all
If you
wondering.
promise to come back tomorrow night. Deal?
No promises.
No promises are not happening. We
You
gonna
know, I've
cheat
got-
on our girl Tifa?
Yeah. Sorry, Jesse.
Not happening.
Wow.
Sorry, little too in your face. I'll just have to change it up then.
Wow, she doesn't quit though. But yeah, no,
Fit-
not messing with Tifa. What's she doing out here?
Why is there a small child out in the playground
She's not-
this late at night? Child, I think you should go home.
Yeah,
It's not the time to play.
agreed. Right, time for some shut-eye.
Lesson 1 of being in the slums. Get some sleep.
Tyrion equipment. I feel like I should put barrier on Barrett so that at long range he doesn't get messed up by close range enemies. What do you think?
I mean, once you get him, yeah. Barrier is a pretty solid one. It takes a lot of mana, or it takes a lot of Mako points though. But it is nice when you can get it up.
She's probably asleep.
There's this guy over here who's a part of the
Something's going on.
yeah. All right, already got that. Time for some shut-eye. I feel like whenever this makes me just think of college, arriving for the first day.
Oh yeah, the walls are bare.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of just
little
barely
dingy
a
looking.
place.
The thin mattress on a cot.
Mhm.
Would you have recommended that I just rested and wait until and try and do more stuff in the evening, or was it about time to just go to sleep?
I don't think there's anything you can do in the evening other than
Yeah.
I guess you could go to the factory and grind a little bit or buy stuff.
I ran into Johnny.
But better
by the
just
way.
to
Said
advance
not
the
to
story,
worry,
I
he was
think.
getting out of town.
Oh, that guy.
You weren't thinking of leaving Midgar anytime soon, were you?
Well, seems this old friend of mine's in a tight spot. Long time ago I said I'd be there for her. Made a promise. So,
Oh,
Can't say this is quite what I had in mind when I put that on you way back when.
if you want to talk, I'm listening.
Huh? What's with you all of a sudden?
With me?
Like you're losing that hard edge.
That bad?
Not at all. I like it. Maybe Marlene won't be so scared of you next time. I'm really glad to have you back, Cloud. Really glad. It's pretty late, huh? I'd like to catch up more, but we should probably both get some sleep, yeah?
Yeah.
Good night, then.
oh, man, I really like what they've done
Good
with
night, Tifa.
the interrelationships.
It feels so much more
Real.
real, yeah. Like, I mean, that was a hell of a bold move on Cloud's part to bring up that promise, because
Yeah,
if Tifa doesn't remember that, it's like a weird thing to say.
yeah.
But she clearly seemed to have been hinting at it before.
Go away, giant dream leech.
What is this?
And dream the sweetest dreams.
Ah. So when we get a lot further on that, But when we get a lot further in the game, I have a theory about these things that I want to share with you.
Whoa.
But it's going to be a long time before I can share it.
We were getting ready to set out when those things showed up and came after us.
The others?
Barrett and Jesse are holding their ground, but for how long? I don't know.
Let's go.
Right.
This is certainly interesting.
Yeah, we gotta figure out what in the world do you do about
You know it.
crazy number of ghosty boys.
Let's head for the bar.
Oh, ouchies. There we go. Just smack him up pretty hard.
Allow me.
Okay, so physical attacks only slightly stagger them. Magic
Wow.
attacks stagger them quickly.
A lot of immunities.
They're immune to, looks like poison, sleep, stop, slow, and berserk, I think.
Alright.
The immunities that some enemies get in Final Fantasy games always confuse me a little bit. Because sometimes, like right now, you have no way to inflict most of those status effects on these guys. So why are they immune to them?
I don't know.
It's always like, it feels kind of like a world building thing almost.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Where they want it to feel like, it makes sense that they're immune to these things. Thus, they are immune to them.
The other way.
Even though,
Over here.
gameplay-wise, it doesn't affect anything.
Again?
Alright, Ghost Boys, stop blocking us. We gotta go help our friends.
You gotta be kidding me. It's like trying to fight a hurricane.
Stay on your feet.
You don't have to tell me that.
I wonder if these are the souls of people, or the unsatisfied souls of the Cetra.
Could be. What are they trying... If so, what are they trying to accomplish right now? Like, why would the Cetra be attacking slums?
I feel like they're just everywhere. But they're drawn to discontentment like Dementors.
They just keep coming. We've gotta do something.
Could be.
Hang on.
Oh, there's a different one. There's an enigmatic specter now. What is that one? Huh. Oh, it's strongly resistant to everything. Physical attacks, magical attacks, fixed damage, and proportional damage. Oh, it's vulnerable now, though.
Where is it?
There it is. You're on it. If you use your focused thrust, that'll help it stagger faster.
All set. What is it doing now?
There you go, Tifa. Beat up that ghost. Ooh, it's almost done. There you go. Ooh.
You're up.
Taking over.
Gotta knock out one of these mysterious specters so it goes vulnerable again.
Why can't I summon Ifrit?
You need the ATB gauge to summon.
Oh, got it. Oh well, Catchwar should work.
Although, admittedly, I am confused why it didn't show you even the option for it. There you go, Cactuar. Keep going, keep going. Hit that fool. Come on, Spectre. You gotta summon more of your boys so we can kill them, so you can get vulnerable. Because right now you're just being a hassle.
Seriously.
Oh, there we go. Some boys are out.
Oh,
And
they're
they're
both
both hugging us. Oh, is the animatic one weak? Oh, here we go. And a limit break.
Somersault.
Oh, I hope Tifa's close to it. There we go. Oh, that was perfect timing.
But I need
Staggered
to-
it
Yeah.
just before the somersault hit.
Yeah, but I didn't get a chance to trigger an ability.
Jesse!
Uh-oh, what's happened to Jesse? It's like they're trying to talk to us.
Huh?
The hell?
And now they're gone?
You okay?
Me and my two left feet. Easy now.
What's going on? What's happening?
We ain't putting on a damn show. The hell were those things? Some kind of... I don't know. Guess I shouldn't be surprised, so... Never can tell what weird shit'll come crawling out of the scrap down here. It's those reactors. I'm telling you.
It hurt?
Wish I could say it didn't, but yeah.
Smooth, Cloud, smooth.
Hate playing the damsel in distress.
It happens.
As far as helping her not feel foolish about it, that's a pretty good way to put it.
What did you do to your leg? Does it hurt?
Not nearly as much as the fuss everyone's making.
Still, I think you ought to avoid putting any...
I'm fine.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think you're fine.
You're out, Jesse.
Huh? What about the mission? We already sent Biggs in, remember? Don't tell me you're thinking of calling it off.
No. We got this.
The hell you do.
If you need someone to step up, I'm your man.
But you literally just got injured as well.
Yep.
I guess we're left with only one choice.
Apparently.
Okay. So here's the thing.
I'm gonna need a raise.
Cloud.
Consider it done. Alright, everyone. Cloud's in. The mission is...
I mean, really, we knew we were gonna go on the mission anyway. That's how it was in the original game. Of course we were gonna go on the mission.
I need
Yeah.
you to hang back and guard the home front.
What? But I'm in perfect health.
Which makes you the perfect choice to look after Jesse and Marlene.
Aha. Well argued, Barrett. Well argued.
Let's get this show on the road to Mako Reactor 5. Once you got your gear in order, head to the station for the meet. Got it? to help you get squared away. Don't tell me I never did nothing for you.
Ooh, money.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
counting on you, soldier boy.
Up in it. Oh, watch me crank it. Watch me roll.
Yep. That just popped in my head as well.
I wish I could say that I felt more clever for doing that, but nah, it was sitting there for me.
I mean, a layup's a layup, but it's still worth making a shot.
True. Alright, everyone, that is a good place to call this an episode. We've made some good progress. We're about to get into the second major mission of the original story, so looking forward to that, because I know what comes after it, and I'm looking forward to seeing Aerith again.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Obviously, it's not as much as I'm always happy to see Tifa.
You might be surprised.
Yeah, well, no, Aerith has always been a very fun member of the party, and I really like her in terms of the story, and as a doggone it, once again, perfect timing then.
Yeah.
But no, I really enjoy Aerith as character, but I always enjoy the Tifa and Cloud chip.
I agree with you, but just like how Tifa and Cloud's interpersonal has gotten so much better, they have improved the relationship between Cloud and Aerith, which was already very tender and sweet and nice.
Oh.
And it's so much better.
Okay, when you put it like that, I'm more excited now.
This is a really great section of the game when we get to Aerith.
Cool. All right, everyone. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you for the next one.
Have a good night, y'all.
A little hip hop to Chocobo.